Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for November 2024 for each life path number to see how the energies of November could influence you. Before we get into the forecast, this is a general reading. If you would like your own personal reading, your own personal numerology reading, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. I would love to work with you and take a closer look. Also, if you book a year ahead forecast or any reading that has the year ahead forecast included in it, you'll get your year ahead forecast for the rest of 2024 and all of 2025. So this is a great time to book your year ahead forecast if you haven't done so yet. So if you want to do that, you can book some time with me. Again, my information is in the description box below. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at these life path numbers for November. Life path number 3, you all are going to be working with the beautiful vibration and powerful vibration of the 22-4. So, and also cat energy. So we're going to talk about that in a moment. But this 22-4 energy, this is master level energy. And when it comes in a cycle, it actually can sort of thrust you into the spotlight a little bit. It can kind of put you, like if there's an area where you feel like you're the authority, where you're the expert, this is going to be the month that puts you in the spotlight to say, okay, show us what you can do. Show us what you have to offer. Show us what you have to contribute. And you might be called to showcase those talents or those gifts or that expertise in some way that you've been working towards, you've been building towards. This is sort of like, the universe giving you the pedestal to say, all right, show the world what you've got, show us what you can do type of thing. So this is definitely an excellent period for reaching long-held goals that you've been working towards. You can start to see the recognition, the accolades, the rewards start to come in for something that you've been working really hard towards. And, it's a month-long cycle, which is significant, and that's a long cycle. So a lot can sort of transpire under that. But, it might not be, I would say, manage your expectations with this energy, because though it can bring in a significant increase in your scheduling, what you have to do, you might feel busier than normal, right? Because you might have a lot of people knocking on your door that want what you have to offer. But I would say manage your expectations as well, because this energy can do a lot, but it's not necessarily going to take you from A to Z like overnight, right? So like if you're saying I don't know, I just finished painting a picture and now I want global success from it. You might get that global success from it, but it's not going to come, in November necessarily. It's not going to come in a month, and it's not going to come overnight. And the reason why I say that is because it's 4 energy, right? So whenever the 4 is in a cycle, it takes time, it takes persistence and step by step and patience and, building something that is worth sharing has value and a lot of value. And again, that takes time, effort, commitment, dedication. And so the reason why I say that is because it's this energy can feel big when you move through a 22-4 cycle, and we can kind of get our expectations up about what we're going to see come to fruition under this vibration. And so just manage your expectations. See what is presented to you, and then once it's presented, decide how to work with it. Right? It might very well exceed your greatest expectations, and that's beautiful. But let it present to you, like the opportunities, the options, let it present to you at this time, and then you decide what you want to do with it. But I do think that 3s, you will likely see success in some area. You'll see some kind of triumph in some area. You will see something to come to fruition that you've been really working towards for a long time. The 22-4 sort of promises that if you put in the effort, if you put in the work, you'll be rewarded for that work. You'll be rewarded for that effort, right? And the reward will be in direct proportion to the effort put forth. But then you sort of bring in this 22 vibration and it sort of magnifies it. So this can be again, a very highly successful period, whatever success means for you, that, where things that you really desire can unfold now under this energy. But again, it requires your effort, your commitment, and for you to build it. And if it's something you've already built, then it's very likely that you will see the reward in direct proportion to the effort put forth around this time come in. If it's something that you're initiating at this time, then just know you have the potential to see great rewards from this experience, whatever it is that you're building. But it's going to take a very strong commitment and a lot of effort in order to get there. But once you get there, you will see the rewards of those efforts. Under a 22-4 cycle, it can come in and ask, how bad do you want this? Like, how bad do you truly want this? And what are you willing to do to get it? So this is a great planning period for moving towards those bigger dreams, right? But the beauty of the 22-4 is because you can start to see doors opening or people taking notice or getting that recognition or seeing the fruits of your labor finally coming to fruition, you start to get the wind back in your sails a little bit. And that can be the beauty of the 22-4 as well. It like opens the doors and encourages us to walk through those doors. But again, nothing happens under 22-4 energy without our effort, without us putting, showing up. Nothing is handed over. So again, everything that shows up at this time will be in direct proportion to the effort put forth. Everything you initiate or start at this time will require your effort, and the rewards down the road will be in direct proportion to that effort put forth. So a lot of this energy can feel like that question of, how bad do I really want this? Am I willing to overcome the obstacles and the challenges that I'll likely face trying to get there? No matter how frustrating, no matter how daunting, am I going to be willing to overcome those hurdles? How bad do you want it? That's really going to be the focus of the 22-4 this month. And again, for some of you, it's going to pay off, right? This will be the month where you see those rewards start to trickle in. And it might not even be a trickle. It might be a full on, here's your invitation to, I don't know, some big award show or something where you're the honoree. So, it is that kind of big energy, and it can throw you on a larger stage to, again, showcase what you have to offer. Beautiful energy here. Again, great planning period for moving towards those bigger dreams. And the 22-4 says, dream big, right? Go big or go home. But remember that you can dream it, but you're the one that has to build it. And again, move through any of those hurdles or challenges you might face along the way. Because it's one thing to dream about it, but it's not an energy where it just gets handed over to us. It's an energy where you've got to build it step by step. So some of you will be in that phase of the building is done and now in come the rewards. Some of you will be in that phase of, it's the next leg of the journey. So, how are you going to move through those obstacles that might show up? And some of you, this might be an initiation period. And just know it's going to be a journey and it's not going to be a sprint under this energy. With cat energy, it's interesting because there's some kind of independence or need for independence coming through for you all in the month of November. So there might be some area where you've been feeling really restricted, or you've been feeling like you've really had to be rely on someone else or be really codependent in some kind of situation. And again, it can be work or relationships, whatever. And or where you're not trusting your own gifts, your own voice, what you have to sort of contribute. And cat energy coming through is a beautiful reminder this month that, you've got to speak up for yourself. You've got to, express what you need. You've got to be honest with yourself in that process, and then also honest with others. And there could be some breaks when it comes to areas where there might be some codependency, and to step, greater into your independence, and then to move from that independence to greater interdependence, right? So a lot here could come in around breaking free from some restrictions or constraints that are holding you back from truly expressing yourself in the way that the 22-4 wants you to express yourself. Okay, so big energy here. I hope it's a great month. All right, take care, threes. Bye for now.